Today I fucked up by wearing sweatpants to work for 7 years NSFW. Obvious and obligatory not today, but an ongoing fuck up. I hate jeans. I hate jeans. I will wear them as necessary to not look like a scrub, but I'd honestly rather wear slacks or khakis as needed. My preferred bottoms are basketball shorts or sweatpants, and I can and do wear them almost all the time. When I changed location at work about 6-7 years ago, I moved to a position that requires long pants, and I obviously chose sweats because I may as well be somewhat comfortable at work. What I failed to understand is that the sweatpants are what Ron Burgundy would describe as flattering in the crotchal region. This is not a brag, I am average in that department. I'm also a grower, not a shower. I know it seems ridiculous, but I was not aware of this function my pants were providing. I just don't really think about my penis that much. I also don't expect anyone to be taking a good long look. Call me naive, I guess. A couple weeks ago, I was informed by a female coworker that she was warned about where she looked on a job by a male coworker as I was slinging penis, which is a term I'd never heard and baffled me. My bulges was very prominent. My surprise led me to asking others if this was actually the case, since that's not exactly the vibe I'm looking to put out at work. I'm happily married and not looking. I was further informed that indeed many people had noticed and commented, though obviously not to me, that I was really putting myself out there, as the saying goes. To make matters more complicated. Worse? I had switched to first shift several years ago, and the people had also discussed the subject at length. The result was that I must be going without underwear. Not true. TLDR, I've been living the dicks out for harem life for years. My coworkers are a bunch of meat gazers. The After Effects wife and I talk about it. I show her the goods, she kinda shrugs but laughs at the situation. I leave before she's awake and change out of work clothes first thing on getting home. But of course that can't be the end of it. Just a few days later we get pizza with her family. Her aunt lost part of her jaw to cancer years back and has a tough time chewing. I am kinda known in the pizza shop because wife and I like their breadsticks. Wife likes hers doughy, and because they know my name and face, they always do a great job. One of the women referred to me as her best customer a week prior to the revelations. I order and return with pizza and breadsticks, which are uncharacteristically, for in-laws, made better than usual. Mother-in-law says maybe me should get our pizza all the time, which causes my wife to laugh, give me a look and ask, have you been wearing your sweatpants in there too? Causing confusion for the in-laws. So I sigh and explain to her fairly conservative parents and cackling aunt what I recently learned, prompting her mother, bless her heart, asks, did she say slinging or swinging? I'm imagining you coming home from work and changing your sweatpants for your at-home sweatpants. Double down and switch to yoga pants. The people had also discussed the subject at length. Op is definitely not average and is packing a meat sword in those pants. Just buy flex pants that look exactly like jeans. My favorite are Lee's Extreme Motion. You can do a full split in these suckers. Dunno how someone cannot look down literally ever for 7 years. What is your job such that sweatpants are acceptable? I have some basketball shorts that I've been wearing for casual stuff like grocery shopping etc. for years. We moved 2 years ago, and I got my wife a cool reclaimed old door with a full-size mirror for our bedroom. We never had a full-size mirror in our old home. Randomly I looked at myself in the mirror one day while wearing those shorts, and there is a clear outline of my cock while wearing them. How do I go about having your issue? Man, your female coworker is an absolute bro. She was the only person in years of people talking behind your back to give you an FYI. Good God, I love sweatpants season. Post sweatpants bulge and we'll give you our honest feedback please, thanks. Wife likes hers doughy. This is the real fuck up. Lifehack: Lululemon has a male section. Get the ABC anti-ball crushing pants. Thank me later. Note, these are not yoga pants. They look like jeans, but you can stretch and do yoga in them if you'd like. You really need sweatpants with my eyes are up there printed on the front. Can we see a photo of you wearing these sweatpants? I too have found out this is a thing. As a grower and not a shower, I have above average balls. So much so my wife pointed out I have ball cleavage when I wear anything with thin fabric. Are sweatpants tracky dacks in Australia? Tracksuit pants. A good long look. Discussed the subject at length. NSFW. ISWIT. LMAO. I feel this 100. There are some formal sweats that are comfy AF, look like golf pants LMAO, and they don't hug your crotch to make a bulge. Definitely helped me out. This basically happened to me on a work trip. I work from home and I've been putting on some muscle weight and didn't realize how much tighter my work pants became. Until I was being introduced to some co-workers in person. I thought that I had a stain on my pants until I looked in the bathroom mirror. Time to add a cock ring. Let's get the whole town talking. This guy slings penis. Reminds me of one time when I was very young. I wore light grey sweatpants to team building day for work at some outdoors camp. I didn't know we were going to put on harnesses and walk ropes 25 or so feet up in the air. Well, the harness design made the bulgier. And I had this pack just hanging out the harness all day. I was getting all sorts of glances all day. I knew it from the beginning. It was just too late for me. Perhaps some more supportive, tighter fitting briefs. Something that really hugs the sack. I leave before she's awake and change out of work clothes first thing on getting home. You change out of sweatpants into another pair of sweatpants. LMAO, my wife informed me after switching to new brands of boxers with the separation pocket that I should be more aware of what I'm wearing to avoid being inappropriate. Co-workers had a laugh when I stripped down in the work trailer to put on coveralls. Hot day, that I should switch jobs to snake wrangler, so I guess everyone knows what I'm packing now. I also believe that next time you go into work you should pull your sweats up a little higher, to really show the goods. Women wear revealing clothes. Men need to start doing the same. I'm also a big fan of the sweatpants no underwear lifestyle. Sadly, my wife doesn't let me leave the premises with that kind of garment. Fellow grower here. The fact that I don't really hang downwards a lot makes it far worse. I can definitely tell in any pants that a noticeable bulge exists though. I can also relate to working in manufacturing. Chrysler doesn't give a shit what you wear as long as you cover what needs to be covered. Lot of basketball shorts days during the summer. A lot of victim blaming here in the comments. OP wore clothes. It's not his fault he was sexualized. If OP was a woman and their co-workers were discussing her body, the reactions here would be much different. I don't understand what job requires pants but allows sweatpants. Dude, this is what it feels like to have breasts faced with tears of joy. I don't know how your ween can be sundialing all day every day and you don't notice. Get you some stretch jeans, my dude, comfortable as hell. Some brands have finally begun to listen to the ancient teachings of womankind and the payoff is immense. Your pants don't need to be raw denim that can stand on their own and strike a match on. I started wearing sweats to the gym recently, because of how cold it has been. While training in front of the mirror, to admire the gains, I noticed how much of my crotch cannon was outlined. On the one hand, I thought nice. The other, I thought crap, that's very